מילת הקסם, פול, פול. פול.
All of them agreed to build a state is an innovation.
I very much appreciate the efforts of President Obama and the American government to lead the international community to place tough sanctions on Iran. The stronger those sanctions are, the more likely it will be that the Iranian regime will have to choose between advancing its nuclear program and advancing the future of its own permanence.
Progress occurs in the Middle East when everyone knows there's simply no space between the United States and Israel. There is no space between the United States and Israel when it comes to Israel's security. And for that reason, and many others, addressing Iran's nuclear program has been one of our administration's priorities. We're determined to prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons, and we're working with many countries around the world to convince Tehran to meet its international obligations and cease and desist. Thank you very much. Mr. Prime Minister, it's a pleasure to be back. It's been too long. I'm very pleased that you and the Palestinian leadership have agreed to launch indirect talks. We hope that these talks will lead, and they must lead, eventually to negotiations or direct discussions between the parties.
Which I recognize in you, Joe. We planted a tree.
We agreed that Mr. Mitchell will come back on the 16th to continue the deliberations and discussions on the structure, concept, the sequencing, the framing of these negotiations. So I really cannot understand how can an American official say the negotiations began, because they did not. And it was agreed that Mr. Mitchell will come back.
You know, I'm getting so old. My first visit was with Golda Meir. She was Prime Minister.
Okay.
Seriously. I was 31 years old.
Israel is going to have a second
No,
woman
no,
as a
no,
prime
no, I couldn't. Well, I assumed it would happen earlier.
Thank you.
You're still way ahead of us.
Thank you.